We have a full and exciting day today. We are going to propagate some hydrangeas. My good girlfriend just left and she brought me some cuttings, which I'm so excited because they're picking up their hydrangeas and I think they all look amazing here. They all look amazing. So I'm going to have to clear some space off so we can work a little bit. I do have a good girlfriend that's pulling up in about 5 minutes. And then I have a good guy friend. He's pulling up about 5 minutes after her because I like to schedule people separate from each other because you know how they, well, why you didn't give me that hydrangea? Why you picked this one for her? I ain't got time for all that. We ain't got time for that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get everything ready. So that way when they come, I can just give them their hydrangeas. And then from there, we can continue to work in the garden because we got a couple things we need to get accomplished for today. Still water, we're going to be using that. I'll show you how we're going to get everything prepped. And I think I want to go ahead and put this beautiful arrangement in the garden where it's going to be going for right now. Temporary placement, maybe so, maybe not. So let's clean off the table where this is going to go. I think this is beautiful. It's lovely. And it just brings that simplistic look that I'm looking for in my garden right now. We're going to pull this arrangement right here and we'll go ahead and wipe the table down and we'll get the other arrangement in its place. This is where I want to set it at for right now. We'll set the arrangement right here for right now. I think it's brightening up this space, just what this area was missing. And now I can start to see everything take shape. Pretty soon, the beds will no longer be occupied by weeds. They will be overran with beautiful plants. And we've been planning for this all season. Brought on my hydrangeas so they can get a little bit of the rainwater because it is going to start raining. So I like to try to take advantage. It's going to cut down on the amount of watering that I have to give. And I just feel like rainwater overall just is so many benefits in it. Another benefit is it's going to help promote air around them, because when I have them inside, they're very packed in together. So I'll leave these out here actually all night. That way they'll start to get acclimated so they can get planted out into the garden. Already done some beautiful hydrangea arrangements. So I'm just working through my current inventory and making sure that when it's time to put things outside, then they're ready to go. Are propagation kits, and they're very easy. I'll link them down below on my Amazon store. We have the propagation lid, and then inside you'll have it. Just presses in really, really easy. All right, next one. So it just pops inside. And so now you can turn the lever and control how much humidity you get for your propagation, because humidity is going to be key. Also inside you get a dibbler. You also get a seedling fork. That way you can easily, it has a spatula on the other end, and you can easily pull out your little seedlings or your hydrangea cutting once they take root. I have one set up here, and so now we'll go ahead and I'll tell you the supplies that we're going to be using. I'll also make sure to link the rooting powder as well. And then also the perlite. So all of the supplies that you're going to need in order to take your propagations will be listed in my Amazon store. Now, keep in mind, when you propagate, make sure you're not propagating things to have trademarks and selling them. If anything, give over the fence, or I probably wouldn't say that this is what's going down. It is what it is. I have a total of 4 cuttings. I thought it was more than this, but it's only 4, and it's no big deal because it'll just give us more space, and we can actually add to this if we decide to do such. These are a panicle type hydrangea, and if you want to have success with your panicle types, the best time to try to get them to root would be in the fall time. Go ahead, take a cutting, stick it down inside of some moist soil, or you can do it during the winter time or early spring. Perfect, because it gives those roots time to acclimate during the cool weather versus trying to beat the heat. First step, what we're going to do, I have a very detailed video about hydrangea propagation. Just have a spoon. I'm just going to fill up 4 slots. I am going to use the dibbler. Normally what I would do is put a little bit of water in the bottom, but we're just going to use this because I only have 4 chambers. Okay, so just enough, and then I'll take my dibbler and I'll just make holes in each one. All right, now for the first cutting, I am going to take off the bottom leaves. And I am going to make a cut on the top leaves here. I'm going to cut these in half. So this is what your cutting should look like. and almost messed up, which it would have took without the rooting hormone. And I'm just going to push this in just like this around the hole. Yep, just like that. And I can stand to go a little bit shorter on my leaves here. And I am going to snip the top 2 leaves as well. Up a little bit shorter. Because I don't want the leaf to be in contact with the top of the humidity dome. Okay. Perfect. Go ahead and just work. And if you want a detailed step of hydrangea propagation, I have a video that I put out last year and I will link it, and I'm going to work and get these done and knocked out of the way. Put the lid on now, and I'll make sure to keep you all updated. This is going to go on a heat mat, and we're going to create like a steam house, if you will. I am going to give this just a little bit of air. I'll show you what that looks like. We will set the top of the lid to like this. It's fully closed like that, but we'll give us just a little bit, just so we have just enough air circulation, because we want the steam to start kicking up, which it will, like that. And we can adjust it if we notice that we're getting too much humidity on the inside. So I just have the 4 cells here. Let's get this on the heat mat. I'll move these off of the heat mat, and I will set up some more heat mats. My heat mats are full, believe it or not, and we're just going to set this right here, and I'll keep you all updated.